Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love don't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making my heart race. Whoa, maybe if the stars align, maybe if our worlds collide, maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Maybe in a million miles, on a highway through the skies, someday soon we'll be together. Maybe if the stars align, maybe if our worlds collide, maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Maybe in a million miles, on a highway through the skies, someday soon we'll be together. He was a dreamer at heart, chasing the stars, chasing the stars. Wings spread to the sun. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making my heart break. Whoa, maybe if the stars align, maybe if our worlds collide, maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Maybe in a million miles, on a highway through the skies, someday soon we'll be together.
Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another stream, and today it will be top 4, so that is Oblivion, Origin, Joker, and Apex. I am on the website now. This is me right here. There is someone else streaming another bracket, but they are not here, and they are not an official community contributor, so I asked to spectate this group right here. Not sure if I'm going to get it because there's another person, but there was no really obligation of having one, so I put in word to have this one. Hopefully we do have this one. It is Origin and Oblivion playing, and this is Apex and Joker. So yeah, I want to watch this one first because upper bracket most likely going to be Origin and Joker. That will be a good match, and then Apex and Oblivion will be a good match, and then lower bracket and Green. So we're going to be watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total, I think. That's kind of what we did yesterday, so I think a 5 total is right, and I'm going to switch over to gameplay. I did get the free cam mod to work. So I can be zoomed out a lot more while commentating. And let me know if the audio is good. I raised it just ever so slightly. I'm actually just going to turn it down half a decibel. Just to... It says I'm a little bit in the yellow. So I don't want to be all the way too far, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to start a game up right now. We can look at this chart in game if we want, but it's just showing the teams. You have Origin, Apex, Oblivion, if it loads, there we go, Oblivion and Joker. I don't know who the player is, but everybody else I do know. So yeah, we will just start stream up with a easy 116F3 game, hopefully. All of this to watch the worst comp scene of the 3 servers. I've heard that APAC is pretty bad. EU is good simply because there's a lot more teams, which means a lot better competition. And like for Joker, they really have no competition. I mean, obviously they do, but it's not like near any of the EU competition. So do let me know if the audio is good, and I will be giving away stuff on stream as well, so I can probably start that after this game, but I just wanted to start it earlier to make sure I have good audio. Okay, he's gonna push up and take a shot. I'm gonna push up with him. I don't want to take a shot from the ISL if I don't have to. Hopefully he shoots me. Nice shot. Maybe... Wow. Through my viewport. That's kind of sad, actually. That he penned through the viewport. I'm gonna back up. Okay, I have help from the chief, and he's just gonna get pushed all over the place, so I don't know how great the decision was. I'm kind of farming off the chieftain, which is decent, but what was that? We cannot be doing that. I can... Whoa. That was... I'm surprised he hit that. Okay, I'm gonna push forward. We kind of have to push forward. There's... stuff happening here on the left. Oh, I wanted to get the kill there, but unfortunately, we did lose because of the team, and I'm going to put it on this player right here. But it's still somewhat winnable, I guess. The 183 just shot, and he doesn't have much cover, though. I could have stayed back. I did take an aggressive approach against 4 tanks, not knowing that there were... I think actually 5 over here, yeah. Joker free win, I assume? Yeah, I think Joker is going to win, obviously. 3rd and 4th place, though, is probably going to be competitive. And maybe Oblivion will be competitive with Origin, but just based off how Apex played against 322, I'm not sure how well they will place. This guy just drove around the map looking at people. He missed him, and then bounced him, and then bounced him again. You have to try to bounce a 4005. And he still kills him. Wow. How do you bounce a 4005 twice? And miss. So, what's up? Knock, SK, Dondi, Yrib. Let me scroll up, actually, see if there's anyone else. Mini. What is up, everybody? Welcome into stream. Can we kill Tomas, please? Alright, so if you do go to the link at the top of the chat box, you will be directed to the Discord server, which I am right now adding the giveaway to. It will be the same as yesterday. 2 winners for Battle Pass and 2 winners for 2 fan containers each. So let me just do that real quick. Alright. There we go. The giveaway is now up. It'll be going for a few hours. So do join that if you want a chance to win free containers or free battle pass. I did actually get the KV2 camo on my press account, so I might play a little bit of this after the tournament's over. So we will see. And yeah, let's look at this game. I didn't do terrible. How much did I drop? That's fine. That could have been a really good game, honestly, if I stayed back. But this guy did 0. And the 2 heavies that were with me did next to the bottom. So that is why I did so bad. But pretty good from the 183, honestly. We will play again. The clan is also open if you are on the North American server and want to be a part of a very active clan. There were like 40 or 30 something members, I think like 35, but I just removed a bunch that were playing out of my clan and will not be playing out of my clan anymore. So everybody in the clan now is there to stay. I think it's like 56% average win rate right now. And I think all of the players are active as well. So I'm actually just going to go mid. Simply just gonna go mid. And see if I can get some shots on this crossing medium tank. Okay, they have a Cobra. If he's just gonna sit there, I'm going to dump all 3 shells into him. That was the freest clip that I've ever had. Yeah. I enabled him to get 1 shot as well. So starting off strong with 1100 damage. I just don't want there to be a tank in. It's exactly what I want. I was gonna say, don't be a tank in spawn. And there we go, tank in spawn. We're gonna wait for the Project Wolves to spy. Okay, shot. Nice. It's okay, I only got 1 shot of damage off. I didn't take any. And we might need to use that. I suspect they're gonna go through mid. Because we have 2 very low HP tanks on mid. So I'm going to try and support. Okay, that was honestly not the best idea. There's a Quran staring at me, and ooh, okay. I wish that was me who ammo racked him. Unfortunately, I don't think it was. Actually, I'm going to sit right here and cap. This will get me XP, which will help with the 3 mode. It's okay, he shoots me once. I'll be able to go this way and clip him out. Unfortunately, backed it right into the EO. I'm actually just gonna reload the clip. You can do all 3 because the EO is right there. Yeah. Hopefully I get the kill. I'm going to pre-aim in this corner. Hopefully before the EO. Wow. Wow. That could have been a lot more XP. But what's up, Blitz? Welcome in. And yeah, how was your shoulder, Dondi? I know you've been having surgery. New gun mark received. Okay, not bad. 2.26 up. I would like to go at least 3% there, but hey, it was not bad. Let's look at the stats that I have right now for this tank. Not bad. I would like the win rate and the average damage to go up slightly, but overall, I like it. Average gun mark XP is 236 right now. Okay. It needs to get to 265. How much did I get for the past 2 battles? This one gave me 351, so about 100 over. And this one gave me about 30 under. Okay. What is up, Wrench Jeff? Welcome in. I did actually accept you to the clan today, I think. But yeah, there's 26 members. We had about 30 something before I went on a kicking spree. And this is what the clan is right now. Wrench becoming a member. Thank you, Wrench. I deeply appreciate that. And thank you for joining the clan as well. I think you're on here somewhere. Yeah, right here. W Wrench Jeff. I can play a tank for you at the end of stream if you do want, of course. But not now because the room should be going out in about a few minutes. But yeah, I think this will be the first tank that I 3-mark. I somewhat tried with the Lion, but then I lost a few games because I was being stupid and went med side with not so great meds and kind of folded. Yeah, 89.54. So I definitely can get that up. But yeah, working on the 116 right now. I've been playing with the 116 in scrims and comp. I mix the two together, but scrims and comp, and in the arena comp right here. I've been playing the 116, so I'm a lot more used to it. And yeah, I really do appreciate that, Wrench. So if you guys do want to look at the auction, actually, I know it's actually very confusing, but you can see like what range you're in. That's what these numbers are. So a lot of the people down here will get this number, 8604 to 9568. They will be at this number, and 1 through 949 will be up here. So you can see the competitive bid for the first 1,000 is 8,000 gold to be in this range. And there's 2,815 participants, so I'm guessing that this one is going to be worked on soon. But I personally don't even have enough gold to do it, but I wouldn't go for a KV2 camo because it's tier 6. And yeah. So I think 1 minute until we get the invite, and then probably 2 or 3 until I actually join it. But if you guys are looking for the type 5, do not go for the beast hunt containers unless you have like 1,000,000 gold. If you want to actually spend money to get the type 5, the better crates are on the Wargaming website and the Wargaming store. So if you want to guarantee your chances without getting like, I think it's like 1,800 containers, then do the one on the website. But right now, it's actually pretty good deals, like all around. Like this isn't a terrible deal. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. Like the Skoda T56 for 7,500 is not bad. WZ, I would buy it for 7.5, but I don't know about 10k for a tier 9. But I have 124. Okay, no, it says 39. I just got blue balled. Okay. But yeah, that's really all that's in the store right now. I can do some of those, but I don't think I have that many. Yeah, I only have 2269. You got the Lion, but you haven't played it. You're excited for it. It's definitely like not a terrible tank, right? The Lion, and I know this might sound biased because my name's MegaLion, but it's actually a pretty good tank. The downside is that you need a team that holds, because when you you can't clip dump in it, right? So you need to shoot 1 or 2 shells, and the reload is kind of meh if you don't have like team support. But it's still a pretty decent tank in my opinion. Actually starts in 3 minutes, so I think we should be able to join it. Yeah, okay, we are perfectly fine to join it. We have Oblivion on the left and Origin on the right. So there's the bracket. There's only one bracket for this tournament, so the main bracket is on the top right of your screen. We are watching the bottom one right now. And yeah, we have Origin versus Oblivion, best of 5. Normally I'd expect to see best of 7, but that might be next round. So the first map is Alpenstadt. Am I a super tester? Yes, I am. I do have the tank, but I can't tell you anything about the tank. The most that anybody can see from me about the tank is the picture of it in my garage. Or in the carousel. I've been a super tester for quite a while, actually. Once you become a CC, you can get super testing privileges if you want. So on the left we have Oblivion. We have 3 concepts, 2 crons, a Felice, and an MLE. Now there's another Felice, Korokor on the right, running a Felice. And they have a G-Sor, 2 116s, 2 concepts, and an RHM. So Oblivion does not have a light tank at all. So they need to be careful there. The website for 20 crates is 140. Yes, but it guarantees you the tank, and I think you only need 30 charms. Although I could be wrong. It's either 30 or unfortunately maybe 50. But that is a better alternative still than the ones in the in-game store. We are going to disable that. And, okay, Oblivion going towards A. Origin most likely going to do the same thing, just based off of them having a G-Sor and a few concepts as well. Tanner going out to spot for some information. He does spot Mista in the back, gets a shot off. Spots Gentleman as well. There will be a YOLO at A. Although it does spot Rob, Lightronics is not spotted. But it looks like they are going to try and go for the A base. Ranger getting spotted by Tanner and Kujis in a pretty big crossfire there. Lightronics gets bled as well, and Korkor going through B. He's going to sit in Cat B, and then Kassane Dizzy is going to get caught out. The 116s went through under the bridge, and really no support. Gentleman just now putting his gun in the game, but Dizzy's already dead. Ranger and Kuji's taking so much damage from behind. Ranger is a one-shot if the Whiskey high rolls. And yeah, he's dead. It's a 7 versus 5 right now. Oblivion, they do get the A base, but at what cost? Group and Gentleman in the back, it's not looking good for Even Steven getting pushed upon with Lightronics with 2 shells in the clip. And that is just basically over for Oblivion. They got wrapped around easy, and they killed the Felice because of how slow it is. And the little information they got, they killed the Felice quite quickly, actually. It will just be clean up now, and that'll be game number 1 actually really quickly. Origin will win that game. And last player is Vista in the back, just now getting into the game. 1828, and now dead. Alright, same map, swapped spawns, and what really happened there was Origin with the 2 116s going under bridge. That was the single-handedly the thing that kind of won them the game, and then the rest of Origin just collapsed on Oblivion. While Dizzy was kind of out of area of the rest of the Oblivion team, and there also was pretty huge crossfire bleeds at base A when the 2 concepts were trying to go over onto Origin's side, but then rotated right back over the crossing and just got shot again. This time, Oblivion running 2 Mouses. It does look like they will be going heavy side, of course, and so might Origin. They do have 260 TPs as well. Both teams do have brawling lineups, although Dizzy is in a WZ121 and Origin have no light tanks at all. You wish that you could vote on, oh, the predictions on YouTube. Yeah, that's one thing that I envy about Twitch. You can vote for who you think is going to win on Twitch, but you can't do anything like that on YouTube. Oblivion going heavy side once again. They might just send the Mouses towards B and mid and then have Gentlemen wrap around C. But let's see what Origin is going to do. Obviously, based off right now, they are going to heavy side, but how will they position according to Oblivion's lineup? Whiskey does get some spots on Ranger and Dizzy. Ranger applies reactive, but only takes 1 shot in doing so. And right now both teams simply just waiting. They look almost the exact same on the mini-map. Dizzy taking 1092 at C. That's a lot of his damage. He is now a 1-shot to a 116 F3 or a high roll of Hesh from the G-Sword. Like I said, they do have a Mouse near B and in middle. It seems that Korra is wrapping all the way back into spawn. Oblivion really have no idea that he is doing that, and he should be able to put in a few into Mista and Gentleman. Arch, though, getting caught out in the back, taking about 1500 damage back there behind the rock. Tanner and Curtin pushing on the right side of Oblivion. Gentleman trying to run away, but Korra can just stop him there, and the 215B will go down. Curtin unfortunately bouncing the shell there on the Mouse, and Group just yoing on in, pushing Whiskey out. That's a very heads-up play, pushing Whiskey into the crossfire, getting the kill there. It's a 5 versus 7. Oblivion is winning, although they finally do get the kill on Gentleman. They get the kill on the Mouse there with help from a fire, and Electronics is going to get picked up as well. They will basically just leave him alone. He's going to shoot his last shell and just try and get anything out before he dies. About even right now. Korra do getting B cap right now, but getting pushed by a Mouse. So what they really need to do is kill Kassane, Dizzy, and Ranger for Oblivion, and that will simply secure them. Curtin going to try and put a shot into the Mouse, although I think best case scenario is to go down and shoot even Steven, as Korra's going to have to over push. Should take a shot from Dizzy. He's going to over poke. Tanner gets shot. Rob is not going to go down. Both of the concepts do clip out, and unfortunately Rob did not die, being able to put in more shells as well. And Korra will just come up and clean up the rest of the Oblivion team. Tanner just sitting on C, and there's nothing that Dizzy can do about it. He is a 1-shot medium, while Tanner's just at C waiting for the rest of his team to help. score will now be 2-0 in Origin favor. It is now match point. If Origin wins this next match, they will 3-0 Oblivion and go up to face, my guess is Joker, because I think Joker will beat Apex. Next map is Lagoon. I'm kind of well versed in Lagoon. Might be able to say what's happening and what not. But what looks like right now is actually, never mind, they just changed. I was gonna say I know where the Fleece is going, but Origin is looking brawly. Somewhat similar with Oblivion, although they do have two concepts and a G-Sor for a farm tank as well as a 215B, but I do not know where they are going to put the VZ55. 30 seconds until the third game will be underway. What is up, Panzer, Koshi, anyone else who came into stream as well? Riker, CJ. Alright, Oblivion instantly going towards A, and it looks like Origin will actually do the same thing. So very similar strats for both teams. Oblivion actually not sending anyone near B or to spot in that little area there. Origin sending two 116s to kind of wait here and play the outside. Although, if Oblivion straight up just YOLOs here, then they can catch Origin off guard, as it will be a 5v7 right off red. Ranger taking 1435 on the bottom. Not the best play at all. Actually quite a bad play, as the majority of the Origin team was spotted waiting for there. Oblivion going to push and try and capitalize off of Ranger's mistake. But Rob is going to push through, only taking 414. He should be able to kill Ranger, hopefully, and that will start them off pretty well. Curtin looking to get kills on Group and even Steven, unfortunately missing one, but penning that one. It's a 5 versus 7 already. Origin looking better. Gentleman needs to get the kill on Rob. Bounces. Group needs to go down for Oblivion. And Electronics will most likely get the kill on N13 and then Group. But Gentleman finally gets the kill down there, and it's basically over already. It's 3 versus 6 now, 3 versus 5. And Kassane Dizzy is a one-shot. It's basically 3-0. Great job to Origin. And I think we are spectating the upper bracket next, so potentially Origin versus Joker. GG, quite a quick 3 and out. Let me look when the next match is going to be on. 7:50, so I have about 30 minutes. 30 minutes in between sets simply because of how quickly that happened. And I'm guessing that this was pretty quick as well. They're still going on, actually, as a matter of fact, so I don't know. But yeah. I guess we'll just go back to some 116 gameplay while we wait. Not much else that we can do after having such a quick first 3 matches. See ya, Knock and Minnie. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so they have 2 heavies. I do like how you can see, like which is which as they're right next to each other. But seeing as they only have 2 heavies, I'm going to try and play my luck at mid. I'm going to ping there on the map that I'm going mid. And quick commands don't even work, so make sure. Wow. That was sad, but I wanted to go out for the 140. I might be able to. If I get spotted though, that's not ideal because of how slow I am compared to the mediums. But originally I was going to go near base, and okay, they have a T-57 actually. So me making a smart play is not going there, but I should be able to play one shell there. Yeah, obviously not going to push that, although he gets a nice shell into me actually. Very surprised that he hit that. And I can just wait here and deny them. He hits me, but I trap him. That's a little weird. But okay. I'm actually going to push that in a little bit. As both of their TDs are over there, I should be able to push this in a second. I really want to shoot that, but I'm not. Nice. That was not what I needed. That's very unfortunate. That was even worse. That was worst case scenario. I'm just gonna put worst case scenario is the 4005 went all the way up and started looking at me. Originally he was back here with the waffle, but he ran backwards. So heads up play by him. Not too great for me. I didn't know he pushed up on the outside. But should be a pretty quick win. I did decent. 2.6k, 1 kill. I think I should go down like probably 0.5%. I only went down 0.19, so that's actually pretty good. We will go again. That could have been a better game, but I would have only gotten a kill and a little bit more damage. The 4005 just cooked me. I did not know he was there. That's how dangerous the 4005 is. If you're not paying attention to him, he can ruin your game. Okay, we have 2 183s, which is not the best. I'm actually gonna go heavy side.
Time to roll out.
There's not a singular med So I am going to rush to the corner. They have a 1/3. Okay, their entire team is going to beat me to the corner, most likely. Hopefully they do shoot him instead. Actually, I'm just gonna wait right here.
Enemy armor is damaged. Target.
I'm getting shot from over there, which is a good place to actually wait. Actually forgot that we could get crossfire. Nice. I'm gonna stay out of the range from the. Actually, I'm just going back. We do not want to be in that position. And ooh, this 268 has his pants down right now. And yep, goodbye.
He's gone. Find us another target.
Okay, I actually might go back this way. I should not be the focus fire from the cross-firing tank. And I should only get shot from that right there. Okay, I still am the focus fire. Who's over there? I don't know what it is as the concept.
Enemy is hit.
That was... we actually are going to use this because of the concept. Just sitting over there, farming. I'm gonna make a very risky move, and I'm gonna go for it. Nice. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. Although we're still gonna lose the game. I'm gonna use my single shell that I have to kill the WZ, but
Our driver is dead.
we're still going to lose. Hopefully he bounces. Yep, nice. I'm not gonna YOLO the yo. I'm going to hunker down. Wow, 11:31. Hunker down and look at the yo.
Enemy armor
Please
is
high roll.
damaged.
Please high roll. Thank you. Now what I want to do is just maximize, well, the time that I'm alive. So if I can get around here, that would be best case scenario, and now I'm going to drive forward. I know the 183 has shots for me, but this concept is completely clipped out. And if I can just get my gun downwards...
Don't stop.
That was misplay by me. Wow. Good play and then complete misplay by me. I fumbled that, but I bounced 4,400. So, dealt 4k, bounced 4k. I fumbled the bag at the end for damage, but 11 non-pens on my tank. Wow. Why did 183 players... Like, if you're 42%, why do you play the 183? But yeah, unfortunate. 2 of the heavies were bottom 3. This player wasn't terrible. But the concepts, these 2 players single-handedly won them the game because our team just waited there. Including me. I think the concept shot me like 2 or 3 times. But these 2 players just waited at mid and just touched the entirety of my team. But the main goal is that I went up on Gunmark XP. Alright, have a good one, Y-Rib. Thank you for showing up to stream today. Alright, 2 heavies, 2 meds, and then 3 TVs. I'm gonna go mid. I think that is the best place for me to go, so I'm more in the battle. Kind of like all around. Like if I need to YOLO med side, I can. If I need to turn around, it'll take a little while, but I can. Weirdly enough, RWZ is the only one in the area, which isn't the best, but ooh, this could be really good.
Enemy is hit. Nice shot. One of our trucks was hit.
So I'm going to back up. Hopefully this WZ backs up. I'm actually going to go up and contest this. I'm only doing it because the minnow is actually not dead.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Okay, if you want to do that,
Our
I
truck
don't
is
know.
hit. It could break any minute. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Please kill the crony. He's clipped out, please. Easy. Have a break. I'm actually just going to HE. Probably the worst thing that happened to me this game was letting the cron clip me out. That was like the downfall of my match. Just letting the cron get inside of me. And I'm going to look for them right now. Hopefully HE. But hopefully the kill. Okay. And I'm stuck. Just want one shot off. Hopefully the kill shot. No. I was gonna wait for the kill shot. But that was not bad. I got 3 kills, but I only did 2,800. Yeah, I only went up 0.35. Do I have... Okay, I have encounter on. If you want to do better in gun marking, you want to turn on supremacy only. Because if you cap a base, it gives you a lot of XP for it. Gonna go heavy side, they have 3. Hopefully the medium doesn't spot. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to the left. Angle the turret. The Morat might be quick enough. Okay, no, I'm fine. What's up, Doom? Welcome in. Still here, welcome in. Okay, they have a singular E5, which is actually quite good for me. It is the only thing that made me most. It was actually my shot. But because he did that, I can
Wow.
We hit them hard.
I should have shot. But I was wanting to put 3 shells in and he put in 2. I'm going to go up cap A and then I should be able to crossfire the B. Fire from there. Cap A, and then I'll go down for the kill the E5. Get the kill. Nice. It's a good amount of XP right there. And ooh. Nice, I got the track. That was perfect. Best case scenarios. Maybe a track shot right there. And since my team is losing so much HP over here, YOLOing, I'm going to contribute to the YOLO. Actually, let's get this done. I want to help, but I don't want to die. Oh, that was all luck. That is... no. That was sad. We need to make something over here happen. Okay, if he's just gonna do that, then... oh no, why is he there? I'm dead. Why is there a 4005 there, unspotted? That... my game's over. We could have won that. We might still win, but why was he there, completely unspotted, just sitting there? I almost got to kill the E4 too. That's the sad part. I do not expect this guy to. Whoa. Okay, he'll die. VZ just needs to sit here, and we get. Although I think I'm going to go down on gun mark XP. He can just poke out to the left. But at least it's a win. I think you get more XP for a win, right? So... why are they playing so scared? There's a 4. Oh, okay, go. Please go. Go. Okay, we needed to go. This is actually a very, very close game. It should not be. 4005 just sold like our entire team. Alright, see you, Wrench. Have a good one. Hopefully it didn't destroy me. I went up? Dude, imagine if I actually played that game outright and I did good. That would be... I'd be up to around 90%. That'd be at least 2% if I stayed alive that match. Because I would have got the kill on the E4, would have done damage to the Project Marat. I might have gotten the kill on the 4005. That could have been pretty good there. But unfortunately, the 4005 just absolutely obliterated me. But in the next update, they are actually having the minimap. You can see where somebody was last spotted. Ooh, okay, the same tune. I know that they're not terrible. This might be the same VZ. I don't know. But same tune on the enemy team.
Let's go.
I think I'm actually going to go mid. Okay, I have a VZ going into me. Perfect. I wanted to go mid so that I can go up right here in this little slope and do this. What? Okay. What tells you to push? And why is my VZ not helping? Well, what tells you to push in that situation? I also bounced the track. Okay, I'm actually going to go right back up here. I'm surprised at that hit, actually. That was a pretty bad shot. With all honesty, I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to because their entire team is rotating back for that one VZ. Okay, there's a gorilla back there. Basically just that one VZ. Why are you not shooting the KVZ caliber that is right there? Why are you going for me, dude? What is this? Okay, I'm in a terrible position. And I can't. Actually, I'm going to have to. Okay, I have to get this kill. We played it well, but I needed that kill. I have a holy Hori? No? Okay. Yeah, Hori just back up. I could have went forward. The Hori just completely abandoned me, watching me get YOLO'd. Like, I should still go up, but just watching me get YOLO'd and then did nothing about it until I was already YOLO'd, and then he couldn't do anything about it. Because right now the E4 and the 4005 wouldn't have pushed me, and we might have killed the 260 together. What's up, Q Fox and Larry and 594? Welcome in. I went up 0.8. Like, it's not. Dude. At least I know, like, why. Okay. At least I know why he didn't do that. Best new feature that Wargaming is adding? Yeah, I do like that feature. They're also updating the mini-map, which I think is great as well. But yeah, we can still play pubs. I'm playing decent. But there's small things. I could be past 90% right now, but there's small things that are getting me killed. Like Fort Despair is the 4005. That right there is the Hori not helping me at all. The last game is me not paying attention to the 4005 again. But to be fair, he was unspotted for quite a while. Is that 5 heavy tanks? Okay, well I'm going to go... Do I go mid or do I go C? Most of my tanks are set up for mid. Although... I think... Oh, I just absolutely. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna go mid. That should be fine. What we want to look at is over there. I tried pinging it, but of course, quick commands. Just go.
Enemy is
Yes.
hit.
I'm not gonna be able to shoot that. Ooh, that though, I should be able to shoot.
Punched right through their armor.
Nice shot from whatever that
Commander is
was.
hurt. He can't focus.
Ooh, we're actually playing this quite well. Look at what it's saying. Thank you.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Whoa. I did not recognize that. Okay, their team looks to just be going down there. And they completely rotate. Yeah. To play over here. I want to try an HE, so if I can. No, I can't. I don't want to shoot the Atlas in front of me because I'm going to need parental to pen him. And I don't know, I'm just not going to. Wasted a shot. That's a complete waste of a shot because something else.
Enemy is
I
hit.
can actually grab the kill and shield.
We've hit them hard.
I will.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Okay. Looking good. I think I'm actually going to rotate away from E5.
Fuel tank hit. Gunner is dead. We're shooting blind.
I took way too much damage right there. That is completely my fault.
Our track is hit. He can break
I'm
anywhere.
gonna die because of that. Another small mistake
Shot.
that could have been avoided. Although I did get the most damage out of it still. So I'm not too mad about it. These have been very, very quick games. There we go, 90.35. Okay. That was a first class. Did I spot? I genuinely don't know. I spotted one player, so I don't know why. Huh. I should have done more damage. And I could have done more if I killed the rhino. So that could have been a 4K game. Just small things, man. Ooh, claim reward. So, of those of you who want to look at the clan progress, this is what we have right now. It is, I think, Thursday, and it resets, what, like every Monday or something? But, yeah. This is what we got right now. There's a few zeros, which I don't like, but it will go up, I presume. Don't know why they reworked the 4005 like that. I don't know either. It's very, very good. It is game changing. It's better, arguably, than a 183. It's better at destroying your game. Because it can do a lot more damage than 183. And with AP, because there's no chance of it actually like bouncing from hash. I'm gonna go to the right.
Time to roll out.
But it does that, and I guess the only downside of the 4005 compared to the 183 is that the 183 has a higher single shot. That was a perfect track.
Enemy armor
This is exactly what I want.
Nice shot.
Oh, best case scenario right there. I got most of that damage too. Easiestly best case scenario. I'm actually going to do this. Okay, I don't know what that is. Why is this? But I'm actually just going to sit here. I'm going to sit here and wait for the... I could shoot the chieftain. First. Nice shot. I'll give it to him. Nice shot.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Still best case scenario. I have 2,000 damage. Just going to move up. Please sit there. Please, no, 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 go back, go back, go back. Yeah, there we go. Forward, forward, forward. No. Oh. Oh. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Take down our driver. We're covering this position, but not very well. One of our trucks is gone. We can't move.
I'm getting griefed by there.
Penetration.
Kill him. Kill him.
Enemy is hit. We got him.
I wanted to HE to guarantee a kill, but it did 24. I guess I shouldn't have HE the tracks. But actually, I'm yodeling him. If I get into a face like with him, I don't think he can do much to me. This. Kill. So do that.
Find us another
And then
target.
shot him there.
Nice shot.
No, 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 no.
The gunner is dead. We're trying to cover for him.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get out at least one shot.
They're hit.
Please don't HE.
The main gun is damaged. We can't fire accurately. Punched right through their armor.
Run. Or I mean... Power? Yep, get the kill. Let me get the kill. Wow, that just a great game, honestly. Luckily, though, I did back up. Yours is 0 because you just joined today. Yeah, I don't expect you to do anything. There we go, 2.37. Arguably, I would have hit 95% if I did everything right my first few games. But we should have the... Yep, we do have the invite. Let me join that. Origin there, and Apex. Did Apex beat Joker? Oh. That must have been an interesting set. Let me remove this, and then Apex over here. Okay, so this is the upper bracket. Yeah, let me actually go here. We are going to investigate. Okay, 3-0. Okay, maybe Joker selling. I think they lost on purpose. Okay, so go back to the room. Alright, Middleburg. That will be the map. Actually, if I open this up and reload it, it should show the bracket again. If it loads. Do make sure you guys click this button, of course. This one, right here. But here we go. There is the bracket. Alright, 4 crons for Origin, and then a mixture of other tanks. Seems to be 4 crons for Apex, 2 60s, and a mouse. Crons are obviously going to, I think, play middle or play up, but the 2 60s are probably going to stay down with the mouse, and they're south, so I think this is B. They're going to try and defend B. That's my guess. About 20 seconds until the game is ready. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Alright, let's see what happens here. Both of the 60s for Apex do seem to be going up. The mouse will obviously go B. And blind fires do come out. One is hit. Panzer does get shot. Market is all alone up here. Does get shot by Arch, but returns a shell back. And both teams do have 6 players at C, and then Blue is going to cat B. Cora is just going to sit at A. He might be calling for a push at C, knowing that it kind of has to be the mouse at B. But if they completely abandon town, then Apex can rotate to town and have both base caps. Panzer going in for C, stepping C, just barely. My guess is Sherman will go and poke C with HE loaded. Panzer just gonna sit on C, although he really can't because Sherman's position is not allowing that. He can just HE. And Blue coming up the middle with the mouse. That is pretty ballsy, if I do say so myself, because he can easily get spotted by Ferrari Peak in the Cron. Although he is somewhat more near his team, but it's going to take him ages to push up on C. Apex calling to YOLO on in. They do know that Cora is at A, and they know they have the numbers, so they are going to rush in. Hopefully the Crons on the right can tuck into the little area for Origin. But they have a mouse right there. The mouse's job is to not let Panzer get out, although Cora puts in 3 shells into the mouse, and he will be the focus. Arch goes down. He did not get into the corner. If you didn't know, you can kind of hide in this corner right there to stop getting crossfired from over there. But Apex pushing on through into the spawn. Origin kind of rotating down towards the right, using their gun depression. Spanish should be able to pick up a kill there on Rob. And although Apex is down right now, I say they're doing a little bit better. Although it could shift very, very quickly depending on how their positioning is, because both of these 60s not in very good spots. Origin rotated to the mouse and around, although Spanish and Pagman going for Tanner, committing 2 tanks for Tanner, should be able to grab that kill. Cora coming over to try and help Bubba, YOLOing on in for the kill on Suzuzu, and then Market Man after that. Spanish getting the kill there on the G-Sor. Cora YOLOing in for Spanish because he's clipped out and unfortunately does not kill him. Does he get the ram? He doesn't get the ram kill. That will allow Spanish to put in at least one more shell. And then Pagman, I think, will get the... Oh no, Pagman not being able to get the kill on Cora before he kills... I don't know who that was over there, but Ferrari peak full HP. He is the deciding factor of this game. Pagman does kill Cora, and Panzer's trying to look for him. Not gonna give him any area to shoot, and Ferrari peak is pushing, but Market Man is right there going to put in one shell, and Ferrari is in a terrible position right now because he can get crossfired from both tanks. It would be a lot less close if Pagman got the kill on Cora before he killed the other player. But Ferrari peak YOLOing from Market Man, probably not going to get it, honestly. Sherman not allowing him to get shot either. And all they need to do is run from Panzer, run from Ferrari, and base cap will slowly tick upwards. They could take the gamble. Market Man can one-shot Ferrari peak, but it doesn't look like they want to take that gamble, as they don't know where the IS-4 is right now. Ferrari making a heads-up play. If he grabs C, he will stop the cap from going up, but he's completely looking the wrong way. I don't know if Pagman was spotted, but he wasn't even looking at Market Man. Market Man just gets an easy shot and kill on him. Great job there from the Apex team for winning that one. I think Apex was the left score, right? So 1-0. So what really allowed Apex or Origin to get the close games, they yellowed through under the, not under, but downwards towards the church building through the mouse, going hold down and not taking any shots. But Apex did go on the backside, getting the kill on Cora, and I think it was Arch. I'm not too sure who was down there in the G-Sor, but that's simply just what won them the game there. And Sherman unfortunately bouncing the kill on Cora, which means Spanish died, but they still won. So same map, swapped spawns. Apex is going to have the north spawn of Middleburg, 3 116s, 2 Krons, 2 60s, and Origin will have 2 Krons, 2 116s, 2 60 TPs, and a G-Sor. So just subbing out a 116 for a G-Sor for Origin.
Let's get this show on the road.
Alright, so a G-Sor and a 116 spawning up top. 2 116s for Apex spawning up top. And it does look like they will actually contest for A, while the entirety of Origin is going to go up for C. So now that Apex realized that Tanner is stepping C and he has all of the help, Apex is either going to push forward for B or help with the up area as well. I think as soon as Bubba and Rob get spotted, they are going to rotate back upwards. But Origin going to be able to push through C. They do have the map control of the top area of Middleburg. Tanner trying to spot Marketman and Blue. Blue will spot, I think, Ferrari and Tanner, so 2 spotted for each team. Askeladd's still in town all by himself. A little bit of Apex in the spawn. Not much happening now. Both teams just really waiting. Apex is down, or not Apex, Origin is down on base cap as Apex grabbed A very swiftly. And both teams really just waiting right now, getting information, waiting for a call. And unfortunately, this is the downside of comp where both teams are just waiting. Few shells ring out. Cora is going to go to B. Askeladd might try and stop it, but I don't know if he will reload the time. He's actually going to go on the inside with Tazuzu, and they might kill Cora, which means that the C side of Origin need to push and try and kill the top of their spawn. The call comes in. Origin is going to YOLO through onto Apex. Their main focus is most likely going to be Blue. But they just need to go instead of waiting. Cora can fend for himself in the back for a little bit. And yet Blue is the main focus. Panzer could have put quite a lot of shells in Blue there, but he's going to push forward for Marketman. Blue is going to move up. Nobody actually has the kill shot on Blue. Tanner is going to have to completely turn around for it. And now Marketman is going to go down as well, but Tanner goes down in the middle. Spanish Sahara still full HP, and they do finally get the kill on Blue. Panzer needs to get the kill on Marketman. And then it will be a 5v5 after that. Arch in crossfire goes down. It's a 5v4 right now. Spanish Sahara all the way at the bottom. Still quite healthy though. Rob full HP. Going to go into C to help Ferrari. Although he's just going to YOLO on into C as Origin have all of the base cap, actually, excuse me, Apex have all of the base cap. Sorry, I keep looking at the singular Origin player from Apex. Okay, so GG's. Apex did win. Simply cap there. They killed Cora. So Apex 2-0 right now. Playing well. Maybe they did beat Joker. I don't know. But great job from them. Yeah, sorry for mixing up the names. I've already done it twice in one match. But the next match is Desert Sands. I'm associating the blue with Apex because the Apex logo is blue and they are, like, most of everything they have is blue. So yeah, actually Bob is spectating this one, which means there's nobody spectating the other set. Desert Sands, lots of concepts. I expect both teams to go dunes. Apex will most likely take advantage of the plane, which will put them at a advantage to start. I'm going to see what Origin does, as the two G-Swords are actually really fast, but the concepts have a great turret. Honda and Apex. They are conjoined for right now, but it is mainly Apex team. Two of the concepts actually spawn over on this side, meaning either Origin didn't have enough specs, or they screwed up the spawns of the specs. Panzer, I think, did actually get blind shot when crossing the rails, unfortunately. Simple 4v4 over here, Sherman coming on in, but Pagman might get caught out. Cora, I think, bouncing all of the shells are actually putting them into Ascalad, but Pagman is getting caught out there. Both teams are full on YOLOing here. This is a huge 5v5 brawl. The winner of this will win the game. And it's all down to focus fire. Rob is going to get picked up. Sherman, the lowest HP, is going to stay back. And they do get the kill on Tame as well. Blue going down. Origin seeming to focus fire a little bit better. Although, hopefully they do get the kill on Panzer. They do. Bubba Vernon is going to be the next focus. Pagman does actually get out for a little bit. He most likely still will die to Ferrari Peak. But Bubba Vernon goes forward, dies, and Apex is going to 3-0 Origin. So maybe they did actually 3-0 Joker. I actually take it back. That could have happened. Cora getting the kill, but then dying shortly after. Arch is the only one left, except for Ferrari over here, and Pagman unfortunately bouncing that shell. Ferrari is going to have an extra tank on him, or an extra gun on him to try and help the 4 tanks that he's going against, but he decides he doesn't want an extra gun because that's not fair, so he's going to slide it off of him. Well, that was very quick. 3-0 Origin lose to Apex. So honestly, that was quite a good game, and instantly we are watching Joker and Origin. I think the loser of this is kicked out. Let me look back at this screen, and now that I update it, the loser of this gets kicked out. Yes, look, Origin and Joker. Joker might have lost to Apex on purpose to try and play against Origin down here and kick them out. The loser of this match will just be done for. They're not getting top 2. And these two players, or not players, these two teams have been top 2 on NA for multiple years. So Apex is guaranteed top 2 right now. But this isn't a CW tournament, so I'm guessing teams are not playing their hardest, and there's tryouts. but still, it's quite weird to see Apex go 3-0 in both this one and this one. Although I am all here for it. The first map will be Canal. It is still a best of 5. What's up, Lockstrap? Welcome in. How are you doing today? And Nawal, and Vitor, and Dante. Welcome in, everyone. When you're losing on cap, you YOLO immediately? Yes, YOLO, but I don't know about immediately. I think that you need to gain information before you YOLO. But if you are down on cap, yes, you have to make the move. Which puts a lot of pressure on teams. So both teams running 2 light tanks. Maybe 3 for Joker. My guess is that Joker are running 3 light tanks to get positioning on A, where they can have the 4005 come in and sit up top at A. Or the 4005 can just nuke the lights from Origin if they do go to A. So lots of things can happen. I do think they're going A because of the mouse and the 2 light tanks. Although Origin, we'll see what happens there. We will take a quick break, actually. I am going to use the restroom before the game starts. I will be right back. don't know why you can't hear me. Not what I want for stream, but you should be able to hear me now. At least this isn't happening on a Portal stream, CW stream. But yeah, you should hear me. I use Sonar GG, which has been having problems starting January of this year. They have been having problems quite a bit, so I am very sorry for that. Please continue to let me know if I randomly get muted or if anything happened. Thank you, Don D and Keeping, for that. I really appreciate it. Alright, same map swapped spawns. 3 116s, 2 T62As, and 2 60 TPs for Origin. And 2 light tanks for Joker, 4 116s, and a Kron. It was a little slow loading in for one of the players, but all should be good. Instantly, Joker is going to turn towards D, and so is Origin. Although Panzer seems to not have loaded into the game. He could have the loading screen glitch, which would be very, very unfortunate for Origin, as if they lose this, they are knocked out. Huge nukes though onto Ferrari. Unfortunately, he did get tracked, and some of the shells didn't fully pen. But Chris trying to get information. They do have a few 116s yellowing in through mid, and Joker have about the same thing right now. Taylor getting shot only once. And Lakame is going to cross over 1094, 416 as well. Lakame not being able to drive the desired path that he wanted to there. He was most likely looking towards the other tanks while driving. And it's a 3v2 up there. Not too much happening back here. Steel is spotted near the middle, but they have completely abandoned C. So if Joker simply just wait this out, Origin is going to have to push them with the base cap. Panzer finally getting into the game now. Will he go right back to the position that he was supposed to be in? Not sure, although he does get spotted. There is supposed to be 2 T62As up here. Cora going up with Curtin. They might call a push, although I don't know why they're pushing. They're pushing against 5 tanks when they only have 4. Electronics on the backside. Tanner goes down, and Krish is going to go on through for the shots on Ferrari. Curtin and Cora I don't know really what that push was. They only got half of the players' HP down, and now there's a counter push up top. They get the kill on Ferrari and finally get the kill on the player because Lightronics was in the back. But Origin is down about 2,000 HP, and they do get the kill over there on Bubba. Steel have moved in with Paffy, and at this point it's 6 versus 3. There's not much Origin can do, and a lot of it was simply because the T62A just did not load into the game. You can tell he was not loaded because his gun was straight instead of down. So that's kind of what sold Origin there. That was probably a huge hiccup for them and their strat. Unfortunately, they will get knocked out, and it will be Apex versus Joker. We will reset the score 0-0. And there's the next invite. We'll wait a little bit. There's 4 minutes. We'll wait just a tad. But yeah. So unfortunately I had audio issues there. I think it is better now, hopefully. And I do hope that the audio service that I use gets fixed, because what I have it for is to separate headphone audio from stream audio, so I can control what you guys hear and what I hear is different. Also, we do look at the auction here. A lot of you guys have no idea what this is, and it's very confusing. These are the numbers, and you will see a competitive bid like this for each of the numbers. So if you want to get 1 through 949, you're going to have a competitive bid of 8,000 to guarantee you getting one of those numbers. But the room should be up. We will pan over to that now. First map is Rockfield. It is a best of 7 because this is the grand finals. I'm pretty sure the last match. So yeah, it is the grand finals, and let's see if we can look at the giveaway. It does end in less than an hour. So do make sure you guys join that. Link is in the pinned comment on YouTube, of course. And about 2 minutes here until Rockfield will be ready. Instantly, I'm going to guess that both teams are going, I think it's A side, the heavy side, because I've actually seen a strat very similar to Joker, or at least what they have their lineup as. There's a 116s on the corner. Crons will be going kind of near the corner. It's Crossfires near A. The RHM spots, and 215B sits back just in case for a farm tank. I have not seen this Apex strat yet, so just a lot of Crons and a lot of 116s. The tank is very similar to one another, although they both have their strengths and weaknesses, of course. About a minute until Only match is underway. Give me a moment. I need to do something real quick. Alright, I am back. 20 seconds until Rockfield. Alright. So Apex is going kind of both actually. They're sending the Crons to the left and the 116s to the right. Let's see if my guess is correct with the Joker lineup. I think they did switch out a 116 for a Cron. And yeah, Joker will be going towards A. Apex can't really be aggressive here at all. They don't want to be spotted because the entirety of Joker is simply just waiting for them. And they do know that based on the lineup. They do grab C before Joker get A, and Kakity's going to go grab B. It's going to be hard to reset B unless Market Man... Yeah, Market Man is going to get shot quite a lot if he even tries going for the B reset. Right now, Apex need to move in a little bit, at least towards B. They're not going to retake A. They need to go towards B, although the coming in Kakity will be probably the hardest thing to get around B, as also Paffy might be able to go to A and get shots down on B, but Apex has to make the play on B. They cannot make the play up at A at all. They can have some tanks go up there to put pressure and shoot the tanks at A, but they're going to have to grab base B, and they actually need to do it quite quickly, as caps are going to be in favor of Joker, so much so that it's not going to matter for this push. Blue grabbing B, and actually Joker has nobody to reset B. Batpack is going over a little bit, and okay, Batpack will reset B, but he should take shots. Blue not penning. The Crons should be getting absolutely nuked right now. Sherman not shooting them. Market does shoot them, but they're going to get a kill on Blue basically for free. Not for free, I guess. Steel is under half HP, but Blue is going to get picked up. HP is actually quite close, as a matter of fact. Askeladd, I think, is winning the 1v1. Actually, no, he's not. He needs to pen some HE shells and might win the 1v1 there. Down goes Pac-Man and Kakity. Reaction needs to pen one shell on Askeladd, and he should win. Steel gets killed. Suzu's dropping off. Players should be able to put some shells into him. Sherman gets the kill on the RHM in the back. It's a 5v3 now, and honestly, it's going to be really hard for Joker to do anything here. Apex playing it quite well. They need to not have Suzu die. If Joker does get a kill, it is game over. They do get a kill, but not Origin. Apex gets one in return, but they get another kill, meaning that they will win on cap. So very close game, honestly, for Apex and Joker. Very, very close. And they do win it with the player being the only one alive for Joker. Same map, swapped spawns. So honestly there, Apex played it actually quite well, I would say. Although they did not nuke the crossing of A from the two crons. If they did at least get a kill there, or you know, at least 2 or 3 more shots into that, it would have been a wildly different game, and Apex actually might have won. Although Apex is playing it really, really well. Originally, I thought that they were going to be like bottom of the barrel, top 4, because 3-2 beating them. As 3-2 was, I think, top 16 in the past, around top 16, top 8. And obviously they're not now if Apex beat Origin and 3-2 beat Apex in a tiebreaker. So honestly, might have a lot more fun in the future, saying like team-wise from the NA teams. Alright, it does look like Apex will be going more towards C, towards the right. The only players that are going C for Joker are Kakadi and Makame. Askeladd is going A, trying to spot anyone going to A or B, and they do actually spot Reaction. Backpack and Reaction are going to instantly YOLO B, and Suzu got 2 shots off, but they have a free base. Completely got the base for free. Instantly, they actually boosted a Ho-Ri. You do not see a Ho-Ri being boosted very much. Normally it's like a T100 LT up there, but that is a Ho-Ri boosted. And he will most likely be boosted for shots on A. If they go for A, then the Ho-Ri can most likely put in shells that way. Apex rotating towards C, their entirety of their team starting a push now. Kakadi puts in 1 shot and then is going to get out of there. Wakame is in the corner. They're going to have to push through and under Wakame to kill him, although Reaction is there, and they have 2 players rotating there as well. Spanish Sahara might try and grab the C base. He should be actually completely free to do so. Unless Kakady moves up and gets shot by Pagman, Tizuzu, and Sherman all at the same time, then Spanish Sahara is going to grab C. Although huge bleeds on Tizuzu and Sherman, they don't really know what they're doing. They're kind of hitting each other right there. Both of them at half HP. Pagman trying to HP share. Not going to work out. Tizuzu sitting there, and he's going to die from the push from the Kame and back. They do get the kill on Tizuzu. The Kame might just YOLO on in for Sherman. Blue coming in with the Hori. He was originally boosted all the way over there. He does come down and get more involved in the battle. It's a 6 versus 7 right now. There is a 1v1 over there as well. This is the main brawl. Sherman is a one-shot. Paffy is going to go for C, push out Spanish Sahara from C, and Sherman can actually get a few shots in right now. That would actually be base case scenario, and Blue is going to try and go around to get a kill on Batpack. I don't know how that's going to work. Spanish gets the kill there, and it looks like Apex is going to win this one. They just need to get the kill on Batpack and Paffy. Market Man wins the 1v1 over there at A side, and the G-Sor is really the only threat for Apex right now. The light tank should be able to pick up the kill on Paffy. Loopy, unless he gets HE'd, he'll just run away, and really the G-Sor is the only thing that they need to worry about. But Apex wins on base cap. Score is 1-1. Next map is a Naval Frontier. Alright, on the left for Apex we see 260 TPs, 2 116s, a Vickers Light, and a Kron. On the right we see a KPZ-70, haven't seen that from Joker yet, a Felice, 3 116s, and 2 Krons. Apex going left. Joker seeming to go a little bit left as well. They're spreading out though. Both teams seem to be spreading out. And Blue going to go to this area right here to kind of stop anyone from going to B. They're not actually going to go to A. Paffy is going to go and spot A, but they're not actually going to go to A. Paffy on a solo mission. All the way at A, trying to spot. He does spot Sherman when he shoots. But Askeladd going for C. Reaction does spot him, gets a shot, and resets C. Normally you would see a T100 LT go for C because of how low it is to the ground. But this time they do have Askeladd for Apex going for C. Reaction gets another shot in, a track shot, making him use a repair kit. And honestly, Apex, I'm surprised they're doing this good against Joker. I guess we will see what the final score is. But Reaction grabbing C. This is what you're supposed to do in the T100 LT. And he will grab it, I would say almost untouched, but no, he actually does get shot twice. He can actually go right back into it because he should be able to cap it before the concept reloads, but he doesn't want to take the risk of that because he's already at half HP. Sherman making a bold move. They might be going under through the little ditch here. But both teams not really doing anything. There is no caps as of now, and it's been 3 minutes of basically nothing. Oh no, don't play the 60 TP. Getting ammo racked just instantly. Steel with tungsten. Making that pretty hard for Apex to win this game now. Spanish Sahara getting nuked as well. And Apex is handicapped so bad right now because of that. They're down 5,000 HP and a gun. Shots ringing in on Marketman from the concept. Apex has to push here, but the problem is they can't really push because of how Joker is set up with the HP and extra tank. Backpack can just poke over and put shells in, basically waste his HP even if he wants to. The HP difference is just so high. They're gonna YOLO on in, getting the kill on blue very swiftly. They do kill Marketman as well. It's a 4 versus 7. Not the best game for Apex. And the 60 TP getting ammo racks are the deal. Bagman getting the kill on Backpack. That is probably the only kill that they will get on Joker. Unless Reaction decides to poke out when he's one shot. But that's just basically it. Game over. The Vickers Light is the last one remaining. Score will be 2-1. Same map swapped spawns. best of 7. So the first team to 4 will win. Alright, Steel in the VK90. I wonder where they will put the VK90. But on the left we have 2 concepts, 260 TPs, a 116, a Kron, and a Vickers Light. On the right for Joker, 2 116s, 2 Krons, a 200 LT Felice, and VK90. Yeah, very unfortunate for the 60 TP there. What is up, Little Maiko and Young? Welcome on in. We will be going on Naval Frontier once again. Let's see if Apex can play this one a little bit better than before. Hopefully, somebody doesn't get ammo racked this time. But in all fairness, I guess it's not 100% his fault for getting ammo racked. He shouldn't have taken the shell though, but it was an ammo rack. The high module damage that the KBZ has with tungsten. Blue grabbing C. Nobody contesting it for Joker. I guess they have the VK90 set kind of in this position right here. And actually, I think I do like that position for the VK90. You can shoot it a little bit, but when it's facing you with the pull forward, I don't think you can shoot it at all. So Apex up on base cap right now, just putting HE shells into the Kame, which honestly is their best thing right now. They're doing quite good. Shot into Reaction as well. Reaction has not been playing the best lately in the 200 LT. Suzuzu take the first shot of damage for Apex is just an HE, so really nothing special. All that Apex needs to do is fend off C, which shouldn't be too hard, and then defend B, which in my opinion will be harder because they can just sit on the inside towards their spawn and nothing will be able to shoot them. Pac-Man might be able to if he YOLOs on out all the way over here, but Blue setting up for B as well. And interesting to see what Joker will do here. They might be able to wrap around A into Apex's spawn and grab B at the same time, but I guess we will see. Reaction playing a very rare game right now. Just sitting there in the open, might get spotted. Luckily he doesn't though, but that was a very dangerous game that he was playing. He should though be able to spot Blue. Does spot Blue. Blue is spotted, but that was very late reaction time. Although it doesn't really matter. Reaction wasn't even actually going for the shot. Market Man is overlooking C, and Steel is going to potentially go cap C. He's in the same position as the Amarak, and Apex actually counter pushing their spawn, rotating back to A. Apex doesn't need to make the move here, but they are. Multiple shots into Pagman, not what they wanted. If they can catch reaction out, that would be best case scenario. But they're going to go for A. Blue is going under. Blue might be able to put in at least one shot into reaction. Nobody actually shoots him at all. Blue is in quite a bind here. The player name tag is going to YOLO on down with Papalupi and kill Blue. They do grab A base, but you know, at what cost? Lakame is going over towards C. They're basically trading bases, and Joker has an extra tank compared to Apex. Sherman YOLOing on down, gets the kill there with Tungsten, but I don't know if that's the play. He's stuck. Sherman cannot move. He YOLO'd his entire tank for one tank. That was a one shot. And he can't do anything though. Huge shells into reaction. Very, very dangerous for him there. He's only at 17 HP, which means he can go down to any HE shell. They do get the kill on Sherman, who's just sitting there out like a duck. Pagman dropping down. Steel getting the kill there with a high roll. And right now Joker is up on caps, although Tsuzu just grabbed a cap. Askeladd taking a shot there. That is very unfortunate. That will be game changing as well, and Joker just needs a kill. They get a kill, but also take one in return. Actually, no, that was both kills for Apex. Never mind, it's a 3v3. Both were kills for Apex. Apex needs one more kill and it's game over. Askeladd's probably not going to risk it, so Tsuzu just needs to get a shot in, but bounces. It doesn't matter. They have cap. It is 2-2. I do agree. Having tank diversity is a lot better, and I don't like seeing 14 163s or 116 F3s. But the score is 2-2. Next map is New Bay. And I'm guessing we're going to see a few 116s here. Even after I just said I like the diversity of the tanks. But New Bay, I think in the Diamond Cup had 14 116 F3s. 13 or 14. What's up, Timothy and Bass? Welcome in. So 6 116 F3s and a 60 TP for Joker. Blue running a M4, AMX M4 MLE. You don't see that too often, but the rest of the tanks you do see scattered out. About 20 seconds until the next game. And if somebody wins the next two, they win. Either team can win 2 games and they will win. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of rewards for this tournament. It's just for teams to really play each other. Alright, it looks like a majority of Joker will be going either middle and med side, I think. They might actually completely spread out. Nope, they're gonna go middle and med. Okay. So this map is actually very, very interesting because you can get shots here, you can get shots here, you can get shots here. Let's just say there's a lot of crossfiring. Chris is spotted. Uh-oh. Doesn't get shot for. He actually puts a shell into Sherman there. And Happy Loopy and Wakame spotted over there. The entirety of Joker just waiting for something to happen. They're sitting in the lane to see if anybody wants to push into park. If anything gets spotted pushing into park, they are dead. If it's Tzuzu, I'm guessing Tzuzu's gonna get ammo racked. Sherman, don't talk to Sherman about ammo racks. Blue spotted in pushing out, takes 428. Apex, almost every player from Apex has been bled. Not a single one has from Joker. Akame does actually grab A. They do grab B, but Apex is pretty slow in grabbing B. Market Man putting 2 shots into Wakame. Bouncing the third, but still 2 is good enough. Reaction going to C. And capping Z. Sherman and Tzuzu are both spotted by Krish there, and nobody is at B at all. Wakame seems to be the focus. The 2 and 5B Askeladd yodeling in for Wakame. Pafilupi is there, but Blue in the MLE was all the way over there, but then he went through middle and dies. He goes through the middle, dies, but I guess it's not terrible because they did get the kill on Wakame as well. Most of the team is near A now for actually both teams. The only outliers are Reaction, Sherman, and Tzuzu. Joker taking over the top of the bridge area, while they also do have Paffy down low. Pagman pushing up. It looks like he might be the focus fire here soon. Steel and Kakity waiting over there. Some shots ring out over here. Krish is a one-shot. Tzuzu might get killed as well. Going for Pagman. Spanish Sahara goes into HP share. Make sure that does not happen. Market Man is going to actually get caught out quite a bit. Backpack blocks him from backing up completely. Paffy has went all the way into the spawn. Askeladd went all the way down low. And it's a 3v2 up top. Joker playing it well. It's a 5v4. Kakity is a one-shot. If Spanish Sahara does get to Kakity, most likely will kill him. Unfortunately, though, Sherman gets the kill over there. And Spanish Sahara is going to die. He needs to get out all of his shells. 2 bounces. And they get one shot in. But now it's a 3v3, but Paffy, Loopy, and Batpack are still almost full HP. Sherman bouncing the shell there, and that is going to allow Steel, Batpack, and Paffy 3 116s to just YOLO down onto him. I don't think Sherman is going to get out another shell. He might get one. Unfortunately, Sherman does bounce the shell on Backpack. I actually think he straight up missed, but that was in a hurry to shoot. And Apex is going to lose this one. Paffy is going to get the kill on Tzuzu. And that will be it for Apex. Score will be 3-2. That was no one playing an RHM. Town map like this, you don't really want to play any light tanks because they can get caught out very quickly. There's not a large range like Canal where you need to spot people. All the ranges are pretty much short for spotting. So Joker is up 3-2. Same map, swapped spawns yet again. And make sure you do join the Discord if you want to enter in the giveaway. It does end in 32 minutes. So do join that. Unfortunately, Joker has 6 116 F3s and a WZ-113. Apex running a Type 5 Heavy this time. They do like their 60 TPs and crons. Joker run more of 116s and crons, but they do occasionally run a 60 TP as well. Alright, very interested to see where the Type 5 will go. Both teams seem to be doing somewhat similar of the same strat as last game. Few will go up to the bridge, and there will actually be a lot of C play from Apex. 60 TPs will go through mid. Spanish Sahara will grab C. Type 5 is sitting in this lane right here. The 60 TPs just waiting. They're waiting for something to happen here. Unfortunately, nothing is going to happen over there. The entirety of Joker is near A side. Lakame pushing up very, very aggressive. Although it can actually work. Unfortunately, though, Blue just backs up. And now Lakame is in a crossfire of Market Man and Blue. Paffy Loopy grabbing A on the right side of your screen. Blue YOLOing down on Lakame. Gets a bounce. Pens both of his shells, and he's just gonna back up and reload to try and get another shot out. But that was a misplay there by Lakame, YOLOing into the spawn. Blue unfortunately bounces that shell, giving Lakame a chance to shoot another one. Actually, another 2 as a matter of fact. Although Steel and Backpack YOLOing on Market Man. Both of them completely YOLOing over the top, and they get an ammo rack, although the ammo rack really wasn't going to matter very much. But they still haven't killed Lakame. That is a misplay by Blue. They needed to get the kill on Lakame. 360 TPs going for Kakady. Pac-Man will be able to kill him, and then they need to rotate back. It is a 7 versus 5 now, though. Lakame should be dead. I cannot emphasize that enough. Lakame should be dead. They do get the kill on Kakady, and unfortunately, I do think Apex will win this with the guns that they have, but the HP is in Apex's favor. They're going to put Reaction in a crossfire. Krish, though, gonna put the 2 heavy tanks in the crossfire as well. That might be a better play, but we are going to watch this as Reaction pushes forward, and Pac-Man not going to get the kill there. Sherman will get the kill, but Askeladd, the Type 5 Heavy, will go down. He might reload a shell before he goes down, which is devastating if he can get this shell off. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Even a HE shell would have been better, but Apex is winning right now, playing it well. It's although the tanks for Joker, there's 5 tanks versus 3 tanks. Apex could have won this. They got the kill on the Kame, they HE'd Backpack in the Type 5, and I think Joker's going to win. They get the kill on the Kame, and unfortunately, I think Apex is going to lose this one. Obviously, Krish has the kill over there, and Pac-Man, last player for Apex. Joker, of course, will win, but Apex still played it quite well. I actually enjoyed watching that. GG's. That will be it for today's stream. I actually will probably hop on my press account and play some KV2 if you guys do want to see that. What's up, Mona, Maurice, Riker? Welcome back. This is the grand finals, Riker. That was the last game. So I actually think I'm not going to play a KV2 game. This is tournament stream, so we are going to keep it to tournaments only, and I do appreciate everybody that came into stream. I will see you all another time, maybe a new tank, new camo, or maybe the next tournament that Wargaming does have, or maybe a clan/community tournament. But that will be it for me today. Thank you everyone for coming in. I will see you guys another time. Peace out.